Hi everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Today is a Friday sews video, which is a weekly catch up of sewing plans, bits and pieces, all kind of thrown in together. Now I do have a few things to show you, and I'll show you first of all what I was working on last weekend. I've hidden it on, I have a chair, oh you can't see, I have a wheelie chair which is really squeaky, so I don't sit on it when I film. I have done a few times and it's really annoying. So last weekend I thought I would make a start on my husband's block, for like trouser block for his cosplay, and I have a picture here. So this is what I'm trying to make, and this is what it has to look like. So it's trousers and a top. There are very specific sewing lines, so everything has to be stitched in exactly those places. So it's trying to get these trousers here. So I bought a pattern a few weeks ago, which is Simplicity 8722, thinking that I can then, so it's like a unisex sort of flight suit pattern, that I could turn that into a top and trousers. But it was really big, so I sacked that idea, and instead I got a pair of his trousers and tried to draw around them. The front crotch area, I'd sort of cut it off. I think I hadn't traced around with the zip fly, so, or the zip shield. So I added some bits before cutting out a whole, I don't want to keep cutting out a whole new pair of trousers every time. So I added, but I then found that they weren't sort of sitting right. So this is where I'm at. So they are fine at the front now, and the shape of the crotch is a lot, there's more like scoop kind of thing. So it's a lot better, and I've added height to the front and the back. I think I added 3 inches at the back. My husband has quite a round posterior, shall we say. So in order for them to sit right, I mean, I suppose I could have done a full bum adjustment, full seat adjustment, sorry, correct term. I'm not sure if those are the same adjustments for men as for women. So I thought I just added, so I put them on there and I went, right, okay, I'll just add to the top. So I don't know if that is necessarily the right place to put them, but they seem to fit okay there. The only trouble was then where they met the side seams at the front, they weren't matching up. And even now, so the front is fine, and that's where he wants them to sit, but the back is a lot higher. So at the side, I've got this issue going on. So this is editing Hales, and I've just realised when I'm watching the footage back that I think what I need to do is actually full seat adjustment, because if I do that, it will add the length to the centre back rise, then it will taper in, which means I won't have that massive step between the side seams between the back and the front. So I think I need to go back in and redo it and add the length at the back, centre back rise, and do the wedge there rather than putting a wedge at the front. I think that will look a lot better and a lot easier to adjust. And he is, like myself, trying to lose weight at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to make a start on the top just yet, because I think that there'll be more adjustments to make as he like reduces in size. I mean, he's not massive, but haven't we all had a bit of a year, haven't we? So anyway, so I want to make this for him, but I don't want to spend loads of time making something that fits him now and then find in 2 or 3 months time it's too loose and too baggy. But with the trousers, I do think if I can get a basic block, they're probably easier to take in and then adjust, rather than, you know, like the armhole and then the front and the back. There's more pieces to it when it comes to the top. So once I have ordered and arrived today 10 meters of calico fabric from Pound Fabrics. It was £2 a metre, not £1 a metre, but I thought, well, okay, I'll order 10 metres, and then that will do great for toiles for him, muslins, and for myself for trousers and things as well, although I might end up just using it on multiple pairs of trousers. So I'm going to cut another one out maybe this weekend to see if I can get the front to the back proportions right so they join, and then if that's fine, I'm going to leave it and then re-measure him later on, and then obviously I can take it, it's easier, I can take in at those seams and then work on the top half. So the top, I have made a mock-up of the top, but this was based on the flight suit pattern. So it actually zips up at the back. So I put a zip in the back rather than zipping rather than at the front. It's actually like it actually looks like a straight jacket at the minute. Or like someone's gone to prison like that. So yeah, so it didn't sit right, and I tried to reduce the sort of size on the arms, and there was a bit of gathering, and these are flat sort of set-in. No, if they're flat sleeves, they're not set-in sleeves. There shouldn't be gathering to set these sleeves in, but there was slight puckering because of where I adjusted it to make them smaller, and then there was too much fabric to stuff in. So I do have a simplicity pattern that I bought, which is more like tunic sort of style, and I haven't even tried that yet, but I think that will be something better to go off. So that is his thing. Talking of trousers, also from Pound Fabrics, this came a couple of weeks ago now. I think this is poly cotton, and I'm not sure if it is a pound a metre or not. If they still have it, I will link it down below. It is really thin, as you can see me through it. But I thought I would order this for trouser toiles, trouser muslins, because then with the navy fabric it's easier to see creases and how it's like sort of draping and things rather than black fabric, because whenever I try and photograph or film myself if I've made muslins in black fabric so I can then work on the fit, it's really hard to photograph because it just sort of is like overexposed, then you just see black, you can't see the fit issues. So I'm hoping, I think I've got about 3 meters of this, and obviously I would make any trousers will be as short. But I did buy a pattern last week and it wasn't in a sale, so that's quite something. And that is the Sew Over It Ultimate Culottes. Now I did buy the Ultimate trousers a few years ago, and I still haven't got I never really got the fit right. But I thought with the culottes, although they're not elasticated, I think either the zip at the side or the back, I thought that maybe there wouldn't be as many fit issues in terms of the crotch. I think I'll still obviously you have to check the crotch length from the front and the back, but I thought I'd try and make a mock-up in this, and then I might have enough to make some shorts or something for like normal trousers. But as things are opening up in the UK here, I thought, right, this summer the kids are desperate to go to a theme park again. We didn't go anywhere last summer, so we'll feel a bit more safe, I think, going out and about. And if we're going on like rides and things which go up in the air, having something loose like some culottes is quite sort of stylish, but it's practical as well, rather than having a skirt where you get a gust of wind and then whoosh. It's like I've spent too many times walking uncomfortably because I've got one hand holding my skirt or my dress down on like a slightly breezy but warm day. When it's boiling here in the summer, there's no wind at all, and it's absolutely fine to wear a dress because you just melt into the ground basically. As you can tell, summer's not my favourite season. I haven't printed that one out yet. I did pay full price for that actually. So I was debating whether, because I've also got the Work to Weekend ebook that I bought the other week, and I haven't printed that out either. I was wondering whether to send some off to print or whether to print them at home, because my printer's playing up because the paper wasn't grabbing, and I sort of shoved it in and the printer took the whole wedge of paper and then tried to print it, and then it got stuck, and I ended up getting pliers and got really annoyed with it and just yanked this wedge of paper, like massive pile of paper out of it, and I think I've messed it up. So when I come to print PDF patterns, I have to sit next to the printer and sort of like gently push every single sheet onto like the sort of rollers so it takes the print. It's a bit of a pain, but I do like to print them at home because it's cheaper. If I've already paid for the ink and I've got the paper, it's there ready to go. I don't mind taping them together. So anyway, I may print the Ultimate Culottes. I may get them printed along with some of like the t-shirt and a couple other bits from that ebook. Hands up who's joining in with me May this year. I've been trying to, so it's a bit of a rush because now I'm back at work and we've got the school runs to do. It's like quickly set up the tripod, get the phone on the go, and try and take a snap literally like 5 minutes before I go out the door. So they're not the most photographic, like wonderful sensory experiences, but if you want to check them out on Instagram, I'll put my handle, that's the word, I'll put my Instagram handle in the description box below. So I've just come to this now. Gingham is a bit smaller. Gingham, I guess, would be associated with summer dresses for school uniform here in the UK. Someone also said that gingham can be a bit like a tablecloth, so what do you think? I bought this, it's Irish linen, I got it from Rainbow Fabrics in Kilburn. It did slip about all over the place when I was cutting it out, which is a bit of a nightmare, so I tried to get I tried to match the pattern. Thankfully the button band is on the bias, so it sort of like breaks it up a bit, but they kind of go, like the stripes, they kind of meet up, but then they also like slope down, and at the sides, no, not at all. How are we looking on this side? Maybe. Mine just look really wobbly, and it's, I'll tell you the pattern, it's McCalls 7575. Now I've made this one before, so this is the version that I made this time and last time, and I do have a video all about that, so I'll link that at the end of this video, because that tells you all the detail. I've just noticed it's raining, I've got washing out, that's really annoying. I did do quite a lot of alterations on this to get the fit, so I'll just do a quick spin, I'll move you back. So, you know, it's got quite a nice curved shape to it. It does have darts at the front and at the back as well. It's quite a longer sort of sleeve, but it's not too fitted, so I have room for movement. I can lift my arms up, I can move, and it feels a really good fit. So I'm pleased with that. The collar though, I wanted a shirt which had more of a proper collar, but it just feels too big, and I don't know, worn with jeans, do I look like I'm gonna go line dancing or something? I'm not too sure. Jury's out. I like the colour of it. I don't know if it's a bit too much. I think it's because of the collar. Not too sure. If anyone caught last week's video about swimwear, I will just say that this week I saw on Instagram stories that Fabric Godmother here in the UK have got some swimwear fabric in. So if you want to check them out, I'm not affiliated with them, but I just spotted it and thought, oh, I might go for the sort of daisy one that I saw. They do have some, not many, but some bright designs, because it turns out swimwear fabrics are really hard to get hold of in the UK. On the life front, I'm getting new glasses finally. I went to the opticians last Thursday, so I went a week ago, and although my prescription hadn't really changed much, I've had these specs for 6 years now. So I was last had my eyes tested 3 years ago, because I didn't go last year because they were closed, and then I think they were quite restrictive on how many, you know, pairs you want to try on, and even this time they said, you know, try not to try too many on because we have to clean them, and you know, maybe 5, and I was like, the amount of money they charge at the place I go to, I'm like, I'm trying more than 5 on. So I tried a load of frames on, so we'll see. They haven't come in yet, so I'm hoping by next Friday they'll look okay and that I will show them. Check out this video here, which has all the details of all the fitting adjustments that I did on that linen shirt which is the same as what this linen shirt is, and I will see you in there.